All right, here we go. Good afternoon, kids. It's Friday afternoon, April 8th, but when I am making this video, it is Sunday morning, April 3rd. So in advance here, we are preparing this video for you guys to do on Friday and that's the homework page we're going to go over, but let's get to this. Okay, so today is Friday, April 8th. You're in the cafeteria that's looking at this video. And for homework, well, for right now, we're going to discuss page 5. I'm going to go back to the worksheet page 5 that you did for homework. And here's your homework for tonight. I've already posted a worksheet. Alert. It's not part of the packet. It's a separate worksheet posted on the GC. You're doing 1 through 27 odd. At the end of the worksheets, the answers are also posted for you. So that's nice video. So let's go over page 5. Let's go back to find that page. 8766. Is this page 5? It's part of it. Page 5. Okay. Yep. Here we go. So for this assignment, we are distributing radicals, and then we are doing the FOIL method on radicals. All right, so number 11. The whole idea is you multiply this and then this. You know how to distribute. It's no different than doing something like this. 2x times 5x is 10x to the second, and then 2x times 3 is plus 6x. That's it. You're doing the exact same thing. All right, so here we go. Here and here. So root 6 times root 6. So root 6 times root 6, 36, a perfect 6. You don't have to do the tree, the factor tree. If you do, you're going to get this. That'd be a sock drawer. You take out a 2, and you take out a 3, so that's a 6. But you should know the square root of 36 is a 6. So first we get 6 is root 60. Root 6 times root 10 is root 60. That will sock drawer into, let's see, 2, 3, 2, 5. We can pull out a pair of 2s, right? 2, 2. What's left inside? 3 times 5 is 15. So that's 2 root 15. So it's 6. Can I add these up? No, they're not like. That's like having a 6 plus 2x. So we cannot combine those. So there's the answer to number 11. Let's look at 12. Same thing going on. Let's see. Here and then here. So root 30 times root 3 is root 90. Then root 30 times negative root 12 is negative root 360. So here we go. 90 ends up being this. And that sock drawer, I can pull out a 3. What's left inside? 5 times 2 is 10. Then root 360. How does that break down? Let's say it's 10 times 36. And 10 is 5 times 2. 36 is 6 times 6. And each 6 is 2 times 3. Big sock drawer. All right, what can we pull out of there? I got a pair of 2s. And I got a pair of 3s here. So 3 comes out. What's left inside? A 2 and a 5. So that's root 10. So I think it's 6 root 10. So we had 3 root 10 minus now 6 root 10. 3 root 10 minus 6 root 10 is negative 3 root 10. There's your answer. That's the answer. Okay, erase and continue. Number 13. We're not going to go over all of them, but we'll go over enough of them. We're going to multiply here. Coefficient times coefficient. 4 times 3 is 2. It's coefficient 4 times 1 is 4. The radicals are root 50. Root 5 doesn't break down, but 50 does. 50 is going to be this. Sock drawer, pull out a 5. Root 2 is left inside. So root 50 is 5 root 2 times this 4. So what do we got? We got 12 root 5 plus 20. 4 times 5, root 2. That's your answer. That's that one. All right, and 14. Again, when we multiply, it's coefficient times coefficient. 2 times 5 is 10. Or if you want, outside number times outside number. And then the radicals, 6 times 3, 18. Then we go here, it's 2 times 4 is 8. I get square root of 6, nothing there, so it's just square root of 6. 18 breaks down like this. So I pull out 3, so I get 3 root 2. So I have 10 times 3 root 2. That's the answer. Okay, so that's all the distributive. Now we're going to go into the FOIL. All right, so we've already talked about this in class, that FOIL means first, outer, inner, last. So when we go to multiply, the first is the first one in each parentheses. First one. But the 2 to the outside, that's 2 times negative root 3, negative 2 root 3. I is the inside, the 2 on the inside. So that's 8 root 3. And last means the last one in each parentheses, negative root 9. Okay, so I got 16. Minus 2 root 3 plus 8 root 3, and root 9 is a 3. It's not a root 3, it's a 3. 16 and negative 3 is 13. These are like radicals plus 6 root 3 answer. There you go. All right, let's try 16. The first. So you're doing root 6 times 2 root 6. All right, you multiply the coefficients. 1 times 2 is 2. Multiply the radicals, 36. Then the outer ones, and you just tack on the root 6. The inner ones, negative 8 root 6. And the last ones would be this times this, which is just negative 32. All right, well, root 36, again, comes out of perfect 6. Got to know your square roots. So that's just a 6. 8 root 6 and negative 8 root 6 cancel. Then I have negative 32, 12 minus 32. Okay, what else are you guys here? 2 more, that's it. All right, so again, once again, it's first. That's just a 1 times a 6, that's easy. The outer, I'm doing 1 times 2 root 5, that's just 2 root 5. The inner ones, 5 root 5 times a 6, 5 times 6 is 30 with the root 5. And the last ones are this one times this one. So what have I got? 5 root 5 times 2 root 5 is 10 root 25. 5 times 2, 10. Root 5 times root 5 is root 25. Root 25 is an actual 5, so that's 50. 6 plus 5. Nice. Okay, last one. I think it's the last one. When you have a binomial, 1 term, 2 term being squared, there's no shortcut. You have to write it out twice. There is no shortcut. You got to do this and then FOIL it. No shortcut. Write it out twice. The outer, 3 root 7. The inner, 3 root 7. And the last, root 7 times root 7 is root 49. So what do we got? We got 9. These add up to make 6 root 7. And square root of 49 is a perfect 7. 16 plus 6 root 7. That is at page 5 also. Well, I guess got to do these. 19 says the length of a square is that. Find the area of the square. Okay, so we get a square. Here's a square. And it says its length is 8 minus root 10. Well, you know how a square works. Every side's the same. Now let's see, how do you find the area? Do I add up the 4 sides? No, that's perimeter. Area is just length 10, that's all. So to find the area, it's length times width, or side times side. So it's 8 minus root 10 times 8 minus root 10, and FOIL that out. Okay, first is 64. Outer is negative 8 root 10. Inner is negative 8 root 10. Root 100, 64. These are negative 16 root 10. Square root of 100 is a perfect 10. So how about 74 minus 16 root 10? There you go. And one more. Okay, this one, let's clean this up. Area of this rectangle, length times width, or maybe you learned base times height. Same thing, it's this side times this side. So it is 2 root 5x times this. So now we get some variables in there, and I'm glad this came up because the homework sheet's going to have this too. It's distributive. This times this. All right, let's do it on the side. It's 2 root 5x times root 2x. Coefficients, 2 times 1 is 2. Now you multiply the insides. 5x times 2x is 10x squared. Let's just leave that alone for a minute. 5x times root 15x. 2 times 1 is 2. 5x times 15x is 75x squared. Okay. Can we break these down? Well, 10 doesn't break down. It's 2 times 5. Nothing comes out of the sock drawer. But how about the x squared? You take the exponent, you divide it by 2. You know how this works. This goes on the outside. So we're done with that one. This one, you have a 2. 75 will break down like this. Out of that sock drawer comes a 5. Root 3 staying inside. And then x squared, same thing. Breaks down same as the other one. So x on the outside, no x is on the inside. So 2x. Since these are not like radicals, you're all done right there. Okay. All right, so that brings us to the worksheet you have for homework. Let me see if I can find that. Give me a sec here. Oh, I can't minimize. All right, minimize that. Let's see if I can find on my desktop. There it is. All right, so now what? Share screen. Let's give it a shot. Yay, found it. All right, so we're looking at 1 through 27 odd, and I'm looking at 1, 3 up through, well, the first three, no problem. Can I draw on this? Those three, no problem. When we get to number 7, we have some variables. Let's just do number 8 instead. So how do we do this? Well, coefficients are 1 times 4, so 4. Then inside, 18 times 3 is 54, a to the 4th. Everyone see that? 54, a squared times a squared is a to the 4th. So then you're going to break down your 54. It's going to end up being this. Pull out a pair of 3s. So I get a 4 there, pull out a 3, and I get root 6 left inside. Then your a to the 4th, you take the exponent, divide. No a's on the inside, 12a squared root 6 is it. So that's how you do ones like number 7 and 9. 11, we just went over ones like 11 and 13, so that's good. 15 is distributive, got it. Okay, 17 is distributive with. We're going to distribute. So first I've got root 6n times 7n cubed. Well, that's your coefficient times the 1. So it's 7n cubed on the outside, root 6n on the inside. So that's easy. Then we do this. It's root 6, 72n. 6 times 12, 72 with an n. Well, the 72 breaks down like this. So what do we got? Pull out a 2, pull out a 3, pull out a 2, pull out a 3. 2's left inside. That n is left inside. So I get 7n cubed square root of 6n plus. Why is that n left inside? Well, it's exponent's 1. If you do 2 into 1, you get 0. So you get n to the 0 outside. So no n's outside, n to the 1 inside. Okay. And then we get to 21, 23. We just went over ones like that. Well, 27 is easy. 25 is a FOIL with x's in there. So let me give you one like that right here. How about one like this? About as tough as it'll get right there. All right, so it's a binomial times a binomial, so it's a FOIL. Let's just take our time. We'll multiply the first. Coefficients, 2x times 3x is 6. Hey, that's not a 6. 2x times 3x is 6x squared, right? 2 times 3, 6. So root 3x times root 2x is also 6x squared. Okay, we'll leave that. We have to break it down in a minute, but not yet. Then we do the outer, which is these two. 2x times negative 3. Negative root x is root 3x squared. Okay. Now the i's inside these two. Coefficients, negative 1 times 3x, negative 3x. The radicals, 10x squared. And then the last, which is this one times this one, negative 1 times negative 3, positive x squared. Oh my. So a lot of breaking down to do. 6x squared. Well, the 6 doesn't break down, but x squared, take x to exponent 2, divide it by 2. That's x, the one on the outside, no x is inside. So I get 6x squared, 6 on the inside, right? We said an x on the outside, there it is, no x is inside. Well, 6x squared times x is 6x to the third times square root of 6. Now I get this one. 3 doesn't break down, the x on the outside, and just 3 on the inside. So that's negative 6x times x is negative 6x squared, square root of 3. Now I get this one. 10 doesn't break down. It's 2 times 5, no sock drawer, and just 10 to the inside. That's negative 3x squared root 10. And our last one, 5 doesn't break down, but again, the x squared brings an x to the outside, and this time no x is inside. So what's that? Another x to the outside, 3x squared, square root of 5. So I think that's good. Now, any of these radicals the same? 6 kids. So you're going to finish this worksheet 1 through 27 odd. The answers all appear down here. Isn't that nice for you? So there you go. All right, do a good job on that. And I will see you in class Tuesday, maybe. All right, have a great weekend. We'll see you then. Bye-bye. And